Hey everybody, it's David and I'm back with another video. So today is going to be part 2 of the letter S in my journey through my CD collection. Um, so, and at the end of the video I'll have some CDs that I just got of letters in the alphabet that I've already went through. So, stick around for that. But first up is Scorpions, Rock Believer. This is their CD from last year. Um, this is my very first Scorpions album. It was okay. Um, I mean, I'd have to say my favorite song on here is Rock Believer. Um, this is the deluxe edition that has the second CD with 5 more songs on it. It is, let's see, Shoot for Your Heart, When Tomorrow Comes, Unleash the Beast, Crossing Borders, and then an acoustic version of When You Know Where You came from, or come from. So, yeah. Now, if I had this album from if I bought this album when it came out, um, I don't know if it would have made my top 22 of 22. It might have, but it might have been low. It might have been at the bottom. Um, I mean, there were some other good songs on here, like Gas in the Tank was pretty good too, but I don't know. It just wasn't as good as I thought it'd be. But it was still a decent album. Next up is Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band Greatest Hits, or Ultimate Hits. Then I'll get the title of this album right eventually. Yep. So this has got Old Time Rock and Roll. Let's see. Like a Rock. Rock and Roll Never Forgets, Against the Wind. Yeah. Double disc of his greatest hits. See, now there'll be some bands where this or artist this will be good enough, just their greatest hits. But like some other groups, like Hootie and the Blowfish, Bon Jovi, the Goo Goo Dolls, I got to get all their stuff. White Snake. Nickelback. Yeah. So. Then this is Selah. This is their Christmas album, Rose of Bethlehem. Um, these guys are Christian, but they're more on the mellow, inspirational, not too poppy kind of group. This one came out in 2002. At that time, I was on a kick of like pretty much buying anything I could find of Christmas. So that's why I got this. So that's Selah and Rose of Bethlehem. Next up, this one came out in 2016. This is Seth and Nerva, something like that. This one's called Never Alone. These guys are part of Toby Mac's Diverse City Band, and they just decided to put out it's more like a worship album. It's kind of got some R&B pop stuff on it, but it's more in the worship music. Not so much like, like today where you'd hear like, like Hillsong United or Bethel Music or Elevation Worship, where they're all kind of almost sounding the same. No, it's not. It's not like this. It's worship, but it's different. And they actually have a song on here with Toby Mac called "Brother." That's to me that's the best song on the album. So Seth and Nerva with "Never Alone" from 2016. This is from 1995. This is 7 Day Jesus, called The Hunger. This is their debut album off 5 Minute Walk Records. I actually saw this group when this album just came out on the, forget what, it might have just been, I forget what it was, but Third Day was the headliner, and it was Third Day, All Star United, and then this group came on. Yeah, this group opened up, and they only did a few songs, but they were good. This is not my favorite album from them, though. They did one more album after this. This one did have some good songs. A Time to Heal. So what was the other one? Forgive Me. And the closing track, Ashamed. It's good. This is, let's see, how would I describe them? Alternative, maybe a little grunge rock, but not too much. That's 7 Day Jesus with The Hunger. Now this is their best album right here. This is just simply called 7 Day Jesus. This one came out in 1997. This is on Forefront Records. So they switched record labels between. And I wish they would put more albums out, because this one is just awesome. This one's got Down with the Ship, Always Comes Around, Butterfly, I'll Find You, You Are the One, Sea of Forgetfulness. Yeah, I mean, this is just awesome. And they kind of went not completely away from the grunge, but this is more pop rock. I mean, it still rocks, but to me, it's still kind of got that poppy rock sound to it. Especially on Down with the Ship, Always Comes Around, and Butterfly. You can kind of hear that poppy sound to it, but to me, this is their best album, and like I said, I wish they would put more out. I don't know what happened to these guys after this, but never heard anything from them since. Now, next up is Seventh Day Slumber. They're a rock band, Christian rock band, still around, still putting out good stuff. This is got 3 albums on it. This has got their first one that spans 95 to 98. It's called Picking Up the Pieces. It's got songs like I Know, Candy, Picking Up the Pieces, Matthew 25. Yeah, this is stuff that I don't really think they had a record label to put this stuff out on. I don't think they really ever got released. They might have released them, independently, but they just put that first CD together, and then they followed it up with Once Upon a Shattered Life, which came out in 2005, and that one's got Caroline, I Believe, Oceans from the Pain. Yeah, that was like their major label debut album. So then they followed that up in 2007 with Finally Awake, which has Awake, Missing Pages, On My Way Home. Yeah. So that's just something that captures their first three, or their first two, and it throws in like the best of their non-record label music, which was really good. So then they followed Finally Awake up in 2009 with Take Everything. So this one, they're still in that rock, but they kind of started doing a little bit of pop worship type stuff. So they covered Chris Tomlin's How Great Is Our God. Then they've also got Lead Me to the Cross, Everlasting God, Mighty to Save, From the Inside Out. They even did their own cover of I Can Only Imagine. Then they also did a cover of Famous One. And then Nothing But the Blood, the old hymn. They covered that one, which was pretty good. So that's Seventh Day Slumber, Take Everything. Take Everything. Yeah, from 2009. From 2011, here's The Anthem of the Angels album. Good album. This one's got Love Came Down, Never Too Far Gone, Pieces, Back Where I Began, Knows My Name. Still in that rock, leaning a little bit more towards the worship sounding, but not too much. Then from 2013, Love and Worship. They covered a lot of different worship songs on here. Our God, 10,000 Reasons, Desert Song, White Flag, Never Let Go. But they put a rock spin on them. So they're not like full-blown worship songs. that just sound like worship music. They're not. It's not that. And from 2014, this is their album "We Are the Broken." This one is good. It's called, um, "We Are the Broken." Um, Skyscraper's pretty good too. Um, Goodbye. Yeah. Another solid album from Seventh Day Slumber from 2014. Here's 2015. This is Redline. Just 5 little songs. There's a little EP. Bring It On. Um, Gone. Hunger Strike. I'll Bleed. And Lost in the Lights. Good little EP from them. Then from 2017 is Found. I like this album a lot. Sky is Falling, Found, Mercy Meets My Pain, Till the End, Into the Fire, Fallen, my last words. Seventh Day Slumber's Found. This one's from 2019. Yep, 2019. Closer to Chaos. Not my favorite Seventh Day Slumber album. Alive Again is probably my favorite song on here, and that's really the only one I can remember that leaves a impact on me. But you're gonna get that every once in a while in some groups' discographies, But and this is from 2020. This is the Lion and the Lamb, the worship album, Unseen. The Lion and the Lamb worship album. Yeah, this is it was okay. I mean, you got Oceans, Reckless Love, What a Beautiful Name, Run to the Father, Lion and the Lamb. Not bad. Not too worshipful, not too worshipy to where they all sound the same. No, it's not that. You can definitely hear the differences in all the songs. And they still rock it out. Cool band shot too on the back right there. But Unseen, The Lion and the Lamb. Then from last year, 2022, Seventh Day Slumber's Death by Admiration. Death by Admiration, Halos, Light the Way, yeah. Alright, that'll do it for the CDs from the letter S in my CD collection. Now I'm gonna go over quickly these albums that I bought last couple weekends ago at the flea market. So here we go. Pat Benatar's Sure Shots, or not Sure Shots, Best Shots. Just her greatest hits from 1989. So Love is a Battlefield, Hell is for Children, Hit Me with Your Best Shot, We Belong, Heartbreaker. Yep. Here's her next album. I don't know if it's actually her next one, but here's one from 1993 called Gravity's Rainbow that I picked up. Can't wait to listen to this album because I have no idea what songs are on here or what sounds good. So, next up from 1994 is Bon Jovi's Crossroad album, just the greatest hits album. So you got your typical greatest hits songs from Bon Jovi: Living on a Prayer, Keep the Faith, Someday I'll Be Saturday Night, Always, Wanted Dead or Alive, You Give Love a Bad Name, Blaze of Glory, Bad Medicine, I'll Be There for You. So. Now this is a brand new album. I didn't pick this up at the flea market. I got it, in the mail a couple days later. This is Cochran and Company, Running Home. If you don't know who Cochran and Company are, they are a Christian band. This is their latest from just a couple weeks ago. They are on Goatee Records, which is owned by Toby Mac and his cousin. Toby is even the executive producer on this album. I've only listened to it once, and fair to say my favorite song on here is Thank God for Sunday Morning. Just an awesome song. I like that song. So, Cochran and Company's new album, Running Home. Next up from, I want to say, I can't really make out the date here, but Counting Crows, August and Everything After. So this has got the big hits on it. Mr. Jones, Round Here. Can't think of any other songs that came off this album, but I'm pretty sure once I listen to it, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that song. But anyway, gonna start getting me some Counting Crows in my collection. Next up from 1992, Gin Blossoms, New Miserable Experience. Yes, this one's got what is it? Hey Jealousy, Until I Fall Away, Found Out About You. I listened to this album coming home from the flea market, and it's pretty good. It's really good. Then next up from 1976, because I'm trying to round out my Billy Joel collection, this is Turnstiles. So this one's got New York State of Mind. I can't wait to listen to the rest of this album. Because again, I'll probably listen to it and I'll go, oh yeah, I remember that song. I didn't know he did that song. And finally, the last two are from the same group. This one is from 2002. I think this is their debut. There might be one more before it, but I can't seem to find it. And that is Nickelback and Curb. I haven't listened to this album at all, so I can't say anything about it. Can't wait to listen to it. Yeah, so can't wait to listen to that one. And then from 2014, this is their album No Fixed Address. Haven't had a chance to listen to this one either, but hopefully when I do, I will like it. I like Nickelback. I'm not afraid to say that. Alright, so there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, because I got a lot more CDs to go through. And plus you can get caught up on all the other videos that I put out. Until next week, have a good day.